Okay, we are back. Hello, everyone, once again. So you have all spent your downtime activities.
I actually have one more thing I want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say just that everyone spent their free downtime activities. So now, if you want more downtime activities, it's time to spend cash. And of course, you can have scenes that are not tied to a downtime activity.
Yeah. But I think, first of all, I want to add a couple descriptions, just a couple details to the previous scene. Because one, I think, Sasha, when Dredge asked about the tag and if that was Reese's choice, I think also out of habit she rattles off her ID number. Like, and I have it written down here. It's 4538 Lambda Sigma.
Yeah.
And then she just kind of has like a little chuckle, like, haven't said that in a while. Don't spread that around.
Patient, doctor, confidentiality. You're good with me.
Yeah. And I think also when you ask if it was, I think, do you audibly comment about, like, was that an observation or was that like something you say when you said like you're surprised they reattached the arm?
I think that code absolutely says that. Yeah.
And I think she says, well, I was one of the lucky ones. Well, the lucky one, so they didn't exactly have a lot to triage there. And then 1,000-yard stare. That's just the details I want to add to that.
Easy to allocate funds for recovery then.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and spend my one cash for an additional downtime activity, and I think after this, like, she's just gonna kind of clam back up, suit back on, jacket back on. She's gonna disappear off to the firing range for. I want to do some insight training, and I want to train my. I'm aiming for hunt, so I need just some time with a rifle.
Okay, well, take that 2 XP for the training since y'all have the insight upgrade.
And I'm broke again, which I'm fine with.
Okay. So as a reminder, y'all currently have 4 cash for the squad and 4 personnel for the squad and 1 materiel for the squad.
Yeah, I have 2 level 1 and 1 level 2 harm, so I want to like do something about that. I'm sorry we're putting you to work so much.
No, it's great. Honestly, working keeps my mind off recovery, which is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So yeah.
Oh dear.
No.
Overworking is avoidance. Yeah.
No, it's a level 3 harm.
You're so mean. God. Okay. Yeah. So I need to like do something about that.
Is anyone gonna assist with the tower's treatment?
Let's see. Broken road.
Turnabout's fair play, Jess?
Absolutely.
Hey, I helped.
Good. Very good.
So
Okay.
I think I think this comes after she fucks off to shoot Hugin a bunch, though. Like, I think that's just like chronologically where it's at. And so she comes back, and I think there's kind of a moment when, you know, I think so. Dredge Tower, you go to Dredge. Dredge is like, all right, I'm gonna need an assist on this. Calls Scarecrow in. Sorry, calls Pitchfork. Wait, no, yes, Scarecrow. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. They're both hay imagery. But so Scarecrow shows up, and there's a bit of eye contact. It's just like, yeah. and it's just kind of like, okay, we're washing the slate a bit. I think it's like I'm over it. You better be fucking over it because I don't want to deal with this shit.
Oh,
So she's here to be the doctor's hands.
yay.
Okay, so that's 4 dice again.
Oh,
2 base, +1 for Doctor, and +1 for Scarecrow's assistance.
okay. That's
Dredge, you are the
6.
glue that holds this party together.
That's 6.
That's a 6.
Take those 3 ticks, and you can spend 1 personnel to knock that up to 4 ticks.
You probably should.
Yeah, can I have your blessing to do that?
Yeah,
We've got
mine.
4. So,
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna knock that up to 4 so that gets rid of my level 1s and brings my level 2 down to level 1, right?
Correct?
So from broken rib to just bruised rib?
That
Or-
sounds good.
Yeah.
Or mending rib.
Yeah, I like mending rib.
Do we get like a couple months to do this with? Or like, what's the time period here? Is this like a week?
Yeah,
I feel like a month.
well,
Kind of what I was picturing.
Tooser said that she would have the job for y'all in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
So there,
okay.
there was probably like the first week where Pitchfork was still at the labor camp, working, like probably like 18-hour days
Yeah.
for all 7 days.
Oh, buddy.
And then you probably have like 3 weeks after that before the contract is sent your way for the next mission.
Okay.
If I might stab at something here, I just to go with the anime analogy, I think this is one of those things that people point out as being a plot hole, like 2 years after it's been broadcast. It's like, wait a second, these guys are idiots. Why did they wait until fucking Pitchfork got back to go seek medical treatment? Because it's all just like show chronology.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really like the dramatic beats we've hit, and like the sequence of it.
A lot
Yeah.
of episodes are good, actually.
The episode where they don't leave the base. They don't leave the infirmary.
Yeah.
This is a bottle episode.
God, we get so much out of this one set. It's great.
Oh no! There's just like so many like slow pans over like lovingly rendered backgrounds of medical equipment.
Yeah.
Ray, you're
Does-
muted.
Is what happens that like we get sort of subsequent shots because we're all like in and out over the next couple of weeks, and like for the first shot or two it's just sort of what our infirmary has looked like for a while, and then after a while you start getting little shots of like personal affects, and like someone, like one of us has put up like a poster on the wall or something like that, and it just starts like over the time just like gaining a little bit of our bullshit.
Gets a little more homey since
Yeah.
y'all are spending extended periods in there.
Yeah. I mean, there are corpses in our living quarters. It's kind of all we've
We
got.
moved them back. That was a farce.
No one told Tower.
No
They
one
s-
told me.
They still think they have to sleep out in the barn.
Oh, absolutely. That's why it took so long for the rib to heal.
Oh, bud. Yeah.
This tower is dumb.
I would also like, just like as a caps, I might mention this later. So I'm just gonna ask the question now: does Dredge leave the infirmary at all over this period? That's the only thing I'm gonna ask because I have an idea.
Okay. Largely no. I think that there is. I want to.
I mean, you go to that meeting.
I do go to the meeting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping to cut loose with Pitchfork. But given the thing that I just took means that you would overindulge no matter what. I don't. So like, if that was something.
Well, is it an optional or is it a compulsive trigger?
Did we have this discussion, Austin? I feel like we've talked about this.
Is it a may or a do? To put you magic terms.
Yeah.
Also gets to roll to heal stress.
Yeah, gets to implies it's an optional.
Yeah, we'll say it's optional for now,
Well,
and
okay.
then.
I'm at 6 stress.
Yeah, I think that optional is what I intended, because the downside is that if either of you overindulge, then you both suffer the effects.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have put in the 2 negatives, but I should definitely write that to be clearer.
Yeah. And is that unidirectional? Where no, it isn't, right? Like if someone chooses to cut loose with me, they still get the bonus.
Their connection does not increase. They are not having their own effective cut loose downtime action. They only heal the stress, and they use their own connection.
But if Ray on their turn is like, I'm gonna cut loose with Dredge, then I also get that. Sorry,
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. No, it's only when you take the cut loose action.
Oh, bummer. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just have that conversation unmechanically. But I do want to do a thing where I invite Keiko to go on a very light hike, out into the mountains. Light for both of our sakes because we're both fucked up. But sort of a walkabout. So that's probably the time that I will be out of office. The other time I am going to be either working or resting.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna mention the scene now since I don't think it really applies anymore. But I was gonna try and sneak that in the end. Is the ending shot would actually be a time lapse of the infirmary, with notably Dredge not ever leaving. But
yeah,
actually, no, I think that could still be good.
Yeah, I think
even
so.
with tack that on the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, those are trying to come into vogue a little bit in anime right now. Is doing realistic time lapses.
It wouldn't be hard to animate.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So, Dredge, you're cutting loose with the tower. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I
So,
almost dabbed and then I stopped myself. Are you proud?
I'm proud of you.
okay, so spend your cash.
I'll
Alright.
spend that if you want.
Thanks.
Or we can take it out of party cash. Can we take it out of party cash? Because if I spend that, that's gonna leave me with nothing.
That's very. I will just spend it.
Oh no!
I guess. Can I do that? No. Well, okay. So the other thing that I want to do is cook the books, which is spend 2 stress in a downtime activity to gain an additional supply roll. I feel like that would be handy. And so I might pull from the squad to do that to do so if that's all right with y'all. Okay.
I'm cool
so
with
yeah.
that.
I will spend my cash to. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What? Don't. Okay.
Look,
Nothing to apologize about.
look. Dredge is broke and I feel bad about it.
Listen, it is still a pleasure to treat a friend, even if you have no money.
So, are we doing the cut loose first or the cooking the books first?
Cut loose because I don't have too stress to burn.
Ah. Okay, so how are the two of you cutting loose?
How do we cut loose?
Especially if you're activating work hard, play hard, which is Dredge encouraging stress relief on tower in some way, presumably.
Do we cook? Is that our thing?
Yeah?
Do we just make a shit ton of food?
God, we make so much food.
We just make an excessive amount of food.
Yeah, we what we do is we feed everybody, right? The rebel runts who are still here.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, so does this happen early in the sort of sequence before the rebel runs have sort of relocated into town then?
Yeah.
Or are we just essentially just make a big ass like buffet dinner and just like feed all these hungry teenagers.
Yes. Yep.
Teens can pack it away.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm rolling on beliefs. Is that correct?
How just before you roll, how are both of your moods during this like cooking? Like,
I like the idea that that it starts with like Dredge coming into the kitchen to fix something for herself. And I don't know, are you already there, like cooking, or?
I think I'm like sort of dejectedly eating some like burnt pancakes that I tried to make. Because I'm just like too fucking done to make good pancakes. They're like kind of squidgy in the middle. They're not good.
how did you both burn and leave the pancakes raw?
You do it on too high a heat, and then it just like chars it, but it's
It
still...
sears it like a steak, yeah.
Yeah. So they're just terrible fucking pancakes.
They're just crusty.
Yeah, they're so bad.
Do you want to do over on those? Do you want, like I can make good pancakes.
No, it's okay. These are edible. I just
No.
need edible. Tower is so tired.
Life is too short for edible. Come on. And starts mixing up like a new batch, I think. And it's sort of like checking all the cupboards and stuff and looking through and being like, we have a shocking number of leftovers. Or not leftovers, but like stuff that is gonna like expire in the next month. I'm just gonna make this really quick, and I think Dredge is cooking for a bigger stomach than Co actually has, and so like the kids start to like filter in from like the smell of it and like just like grabbing food off the table.
Yeah, and like eventually Tower sort of like once the first sort of 3 kids have come through, Tower realizes like, oh shit, I've just been sitting here, and like gets up and starts helping.
Is this spending one of the personnel points for one of you to have an improved stress removal?
Oh, I could use that.
You could.
I could definitely use that. Yeah.
Because that'll give you 1 extra die.
That's terrifying. I'll take it. Yeah.
How many do you have with me?
I have 2, so this will be 3 dice.
Okay. Yeah, because I have 3 with you, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 2 that I have with you is Blackberry's reputation has to be managed to avoid derailing your goals, and I want to trust them again. We'll start with the little things.
Aw.
So yeah, it's a 3d6.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's a 6.
yeah,
That's a 6!
Hell goddamn yes.
nice. So both of you clear a good amount of stress, and neither of you overindulge.
That's all of my stress cleared.
Perfect. I'm down to 1.
Lovely.
Amazingly, it seems like we've actually recovered.
Yeah.
Good.
I was not expecting this. I'm not gonna lie.
We're broke.
I was expecting to limp into the next mission.
Yeah.
We're financially limping into next mission.
Financially
As far as
limping into
Scarecrow
the
is concerned,
future.
We've always been financially limping. But
Fair.
apparently, y'all are better with money than she is.
Okay.
Surprisingly well.
And I'd like to spend the cash to get the
To cook the books.
yeah.
Cooked books.
So let's go with that, and then there's a fuck. I lost one already. Oh, yeah. So spend that, and then 2 stress, and a downtime activity to gain additional supply roll. So it just rolls again that thing. How do I do a supply roll again?
Yeah, your most recent it's the target's tier, which was 2 plus your patron how much the faction likes you? Man, you think I would remember this by now? But You know what? There's a lot of rules in Beam Saber.
There's a lot of rules.
Austin, let me teach you a little bit of philosophy. Writing books is what we did so that we wouldn't have to remember shit.
Fair.
So most of all of us have license to forget shit about this game.
You're storing all of it, or trying to.
Employer faction status, which was the oligarchy, which is 0, so it's 2 dice. And then you're going to get the oligarchy's pay bonus. Now, how do you cook these books?
Oh, I know what it is. It is, this is me, is it? No, that was a different thing. Never mind, it actually happened. How do I cook the books? It's a lot of being on the phone and being on hold, which I have plenty of time to do. During bed rest, I can just sort of the phone can just sit on my shoulder, or I can do it via like Bluetooth or whatever the fuck.
May I make a suggestion?
Sure.
What if it's that you like contact Lady Elreth's secretary and then tell them that the supplies you were supposed to receive from Lady Elreth never arrived?
Wow. That's a con.
I mean, it's called cooking the books for a reason, right?
Oh
This is not like getting legitimate supplies. This is about doing something shady to get more supplies.
What's the this?
My idea was like requisitioning medical supplies and then like either selling them or somehow like sneaking additional shit into that.
You could do that too.
But if it's medical supplies, then we just use it because we need it.
Yeah,
Or a
says here
disaster.
that it's a crate of heroin.
Hey. Oh, hey. So this is a thing that hasn't been mentioned since probably episode 0. But can I get a new mint, Austin, from the Celestial Myriad? So at the beginning of this, Dredge was running a grift where the premise was that that the burial costs of putting a soldier to burying a soldier cost slightly more than the insurance given by the Myriad would cover, and like the ideal that the Myriad was pushing was that, oh, if you just enlist another member, then the bonus from enlisting will cover the cost of burying. So what Dredge was doing was Dredge had acquired a mint from Myriad and was using it to sort of stuff the pockets of the bodies that Ko was sending back, so that they wouldn't have to like keep sending their family and friends into the grist.
Yeah, you can absolutely have your cooking the books be like engaging your money forging setup.
Hell yeah.
And here's a question. Who else in the Cenotaph knows that you're fucking making counterfeit money? Counterfeit Myriad script.
Tower absolutely knows and has absolutely tried and failed to help. Like after all the being inside of a dragon shit went down, Tower absolutely like tried to help with it and just absolutely fucked it.
I'm just imagining you know that that picture of, I think it was of Jesus or one of the saints that got fixed by the old by the old woman. I'm picturing it's like there's just like this one group of Myriad script that has the faith looking like that on the bills instead of actually looking properly.
This is why Tower only paints landscapes.
Impressionist portraits of the faith on every bill.
specialty mint. It's candle 150.
This is wartime currency, goddammit.
So does Pitchfork know about the forging operation?
I think I know something's up, but I don't care.
Very good. Good. Okay. How many dice am I rolling?
It's two dice.
So bad at this.
It's 5.
That's a 5. Okay. And since you are explicitly robbing, in a sense, the Myriad, we're going to use the Theocracy bonus to the supply roll, if that sounds fine.
Sure.
So that's 5 supply points plus the 2 personnel.
Hooray! So we have a little bit more wiggle room. 3, 4, 5.
And I just plugged in the 2 personnel there.
Fantastic. I have
What's
what
that?
have I left?
Weak hero?
I mean,
Excellent space.
we can always just fill in that cash, right?
Because we were closer. Like, I remember, like, towards the beginning of the session, we were kind of close to tearing up, but not really.
Yeah, but
I'm
we
just
spent
wondering.
a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a good track of how much we spent. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I still don't think we'd have enough after this. Wait.
You need 6 of each type.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't have enough.
Okay, yeah.
Do you?
I thought it was 5 each type, so I thought we were close.
You also don't have enough rep.
No, yeah, either way.
We got really close to moving up there.
I'm just talking mad shit, guys.
I'd like to spend another company cash, which is, you know, the stuff hot off the presses, to recover some more.
door. Okay, so you're gonna recover more.
And then I mean, there's 4 of us and 4 left. Do we want to put those into material, or do we want to just split them up as cash between us? Is that a thing we can do?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with this. You can 100% be like, we're gonna forge this money and then put it in our own pockets.
We could. It's a thing we could do.
So how does it look for those of us who don't know about the mint? It's just to be like, hey, Scarecrow, here's a bonus. Don't think about it.
I mean,
Don't spend it on any myriad basis.
Dredge is technically the CO.
Technically.
Well, I thought Scratch was, but that's fine.
I mean, yes. Okay, fair. Technically, the CO is Scratch.
Does Scratch know?
Is there any AR elements to this
Oh my god.
script maker? Because
I know
if
how-
yes, then yes.
Oh my god.
I know how it went wrong when I helped you. I asked Scratch to help me with the art, and he just put a little devil emoji over all of their faces.
Power.
Look, I can't draw. I thought it was just a.
You realize you realize who Scratch works for? I just need you.
No, I didn't tell him what it was. I told him it was like a personal project.
That's somehow worse.
Hey, at least you're not implicated. Look, when has Tower ever not been the biggest dumbass?
Oh my god. Yeah, so Scratch knows.
What's the expression? 3 people can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead.
Yep.
Soon.
It's the Cenotaph's best kept secret. The fucking mint in the basement.
I mean,
It had nothing to do with this.
as far as y'all know, Scratch hasn't said anything.
Tower doesn't think he knows. Tower thought they were being very secretive. Tower is a dumbass.
Well, yeah, Scratch, they haven't said anything.
But you did get like a printing plate where all the faces are just devil emojis.
So, you'll have one extra personnel, and then if you put everything, like if you fill material and cash, you're still going to have that one extra personnel, and any unspent supply points beyond your max are lost. So someone should probably do something that uses personnel points. Long-term projects is one thing. Cutting loose, recovery.
Oh, hi, I need to pay back a trucker.
Yeah.
But also, actually, no, I'm not going to use that for my dumbass long-term project.
Well, we are also running out of stream time. So, if y'all have ideas for what you want to do, if you have further downtime activities, we need to get this ball rolling.
I'm good.
Pitchfork? No? Okay, so Dredge and Tower.
Fucking Christ.
There's that trucker, angry about not getting his truck back.
Look, it'll have to wait.
I would like to use that to heal pretty quickly, but the thing that I want on stream is the conversation between Power, not Power, Dredge and Pitchfork.
Okay, so let's have that scene. Is that a cut loose, or is that just a free scene?
I think it's gonna be a free scene. I don't want to risk overindulging at this point.
Mm-hmm. Although if you did, that could be kind of great.
Of course you think that. That's surprising to hear from you. Yeah. Well, maybe it is framed as both for healing. Maybe this is like me asking you to help.
So this is a recovery action then, and you're having Pitchfork aid you with it?
Yeah, it's I think it I do still want to take a hike. So maybe it is just like I need practice. I need to move.
Yeah.
And get used to moving again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean I think that we head out pretty early in the day, maybe just as the sun starts to rise. And it's snowing probably. Or no, maybe it had snowed, right? There's snow on the ground, but it's crisp out. And I don't know how to start this conversation. I just know that I want to have it.
Oof. Yeah. Can Pitchfork tell that you like want to say something but haven't for like the past hour?
Yeah. Again, I'm sorry about how it ended with Hannah.
Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I saw what happened. I was 3 feet away from her at the time.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Was it quick at least?
She wouldn't have known. Like, it was over in an instant. Yeah. There wasn't a good way for that to end, I don't think. I've been thinking about it a lot. And there was just you know, even the thing that we did to try and keep them out of trouble circled back to us, you know, or to me directly, you know. She was going to do what she intended to do to the burden, and not to the burden, to the rubble runs to me. That's why we were headed towards the base. I know that, you know, she was important to you, but we did everything, you know? She had every opportunity.
My friends keep dying, Dredge. My friends keep dying. What am I supposed to do about it?
Yeah. I've never known. The best I can do is try to bring them some rest when it happens. That's all I got. I think Dredge is doing what I'm doing, which is looking for other words and not finding them. But it's you know, it's nice out, and sun coming up over Holmeston is beautiful, and it's just good to be outside. Dredge Foley does actually say that. It's good. It's good to be out of that office.
You've been spending more time in there than usual.
A lot of work, a lot of reasons to stay. But I guess, you know, of the two of us, I feel like you've been working much harder.
Well, it was mindless at least.
How is it there?
It was nice in a way. I was too tired to think about too much, you know. I mean, now I'm really tired, but it was nice to just like work and not have to worry about who's trying to get us killed, who's trying to manipulate us, who are we pissing off.
Yeah.
I'm not cut out for this.
I don't think any of us are. I really thought this job would be easier.
Me too.
I thought this would be a lot more straightforward than it's ended up being.
Yeah, both of us. Scene, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And you're gonna spend that extra personnel point?
Yes.
What's that represent on your hike? Picnic?
Make us a picnic basket.
I mean, maybe, I think we run into other hikers, and we run into people who are having a picnic, and like we loiter for a bit and talk.
Okay.
And maybe because we sort of joined up with another group, we go a little bit further than Dredge was anticipating.
Yeah.
And so there's a little bit more done there than Co was expecting.
Okay, so that'll and this was Pitchfork assisting you with a self-heal, correct? So take that 2 stress.
Fuck me.
Do you want to cut loose?
Fuck. I'm back up to 5, y'all.
Do you want to cut loose again?
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway,
Uh,
rolling.
And then let's see, that's 2 base, 1 for the assistants, 1 for the personnel, and 1 for doctors. So 5 dice.
Sorry, can you guys hear that?
No.
Okay.
3 6s.
That's a crit.
Is that a record?
3 6s.
This is not the first group that has 3 6s, but it's
Delightful though.
yeah, so that's 5 ticks on your healing clock, and the 2 extra roll over. You could spend 2 more personnel points to fill it up completely and just get rid of your level 1 harm.
Can I use the 2 from the 4 floating to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Those can be changed into personnel.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna do that and just not have it. Just be not okay, but better.
And then we cut loose again.
Okay, so is that going to happen, Dredge? Are you cutting loose again?
I'd like to.
Okay, who do you want to cut loose with? And what is it?
All right, I'm gonna spend that cash. No, I'll wait. I'll wait until we figure it out to spend it. Okay. Who does anyone else need? No. Okay. So really, this would be ideal if I didn't use work hard, play hard, right?
Yeah, you don't have to. It's optional.
Okay.
Like, you're going on a vacation. Doctor's orders.
I mean, I could overindulge and roll up a new character for next session.
Oh my god. No, too invested with Tower right now.
There's too much drama going on. By the way, speaking of drama, Takuma, congratulations for, first of all, bullying Riza without mechanically bullying Riza. I applaud that. And second of all, like, that was a really intense scene.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna point out a dramatic irony. Riza is what happens when all your friends die.
Oh god, and that plays back into Pitchfork's
Yeah.
belief about. Yep. Okay.
I wanted to point that out.
I don't know. I don't know what this looks like.
I mean, it doesn't have to be anything emotionally intense. It could literally just be like, fuck it, I'm taking a day to just self-care. I'm gonna just sit in the bath, or I'm gonna watch, I don't know, trashy TV with Pitchfork, and we're gonna eat popcorn. Like, cut loose.
I believe that Pitchfork has terrible taste in TV. There's your...
Oh, I can't. Well, if I cut loose with Pitchfork, then I have to have a truth relating to a belief.
Yes, that is true.
Oh shit.
Then
I think if you do that with anyone except Scarecrow, you have to do that at this point.
No.
'Cause you've gotta-
No.
there's room for cutting loose with both Tower and Scarecrow.
Don't you have a floating one with me, though?
Doesn't look like it, not according to the character sheets.
I did. Did I cut loose with
You
you?
just cut loose.
I super did just cut loose with you.
Oh yeah, okay, so Scarecrow. You gonna cut loose with Scarecrow?
Or do you want a tense personal revelation after our fun cooking time?
Fuck. This is a lot to think about at the very end of a fucking session.
I'm not gonna lie. Here's my thought: is I think it's just more fun to do it with Riza because that way, next time you have to. No matter.
Well, here's the thing. If I do it with Riza, that I can help absolutely no one because it will cost me 3 stress.
This is true.
And yeah,
Well, they'll get 3 benefits.
yeah,
Ugh.
man.
This
Gosh,
fucking game, Austin.
this
You
game's
say we're
good.
good.
I'm not gonna lie. I just want people to judge Riza more. I'm so excited for all these beliefs.
God, I'm sorry. I need a minute to think about it. Can we just? There isn't anything to cut away from, which is really annoying. I kind of do want to have that conversation with Keiko. And maybe this is like on just like
the second half of the hike.
Yeah, or like coming back and then putting something on and then just sort of melting into the couch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dredge, so potentially literally.
And then like we look up and it's like 4 a.m. and it's like, oh shit. This show's good, actually. You told me this was trash. This is good, actually. How dare you?
What's the show? It sounds like Pitchfork introduced the show to Dredge. So, what is it?
Oh my god, I get to come up with some trash TV.
And I mean, you're a local and Dredge is an off-worlder, so...
Yeah.
It's oh my god, it's probably a show that hasn't been produced since the war came to Izia.
Yeah.
CBC original.
Probably has like either the show just like ends mid-season or like it never got a proper series finale because the fucking war interrupted it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
Oh my god. Maybe it is just like a mech soap opera.
I was going to say, what if it's that and it was like something like what if a war invaded thing, like
It might even be like a Romeo and Juliet.
with Max.
Yeah, with Max. Romeo and Juliet with Max. There it is.
The mech called Longsword.
When you were saying we flex here, but when you were saying like real like mech war kind of like soap opera, my brain went to like, what if Sound of Music but mechs?
Oh my god,
Yo.
what?
I mean, yes, absolutely.
Romeo and Juliet musical with Max. Okay, we got it. We're good.
I was kind of picturing it being one of the other Beam Saber parties, but a TV show.
Holy shit. Takuma, what if it's the Argent Cataphract?
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Romeo
Yeah,
and Juliet, but
sure,
a musical.
why not? Why not?
Oh my god.
So it's the
Tusser had a brief acting career.
That's bad. That's so bad.
Amazing.
Okay, so it's the Argent Cataphract and their adventures.
I have a question. Which character am I most angry to be deeply invested in at this point?
Oh my god.
Rio?
Probably, definitely Rio. It's 100% Rio. Rio?
Why won't he fix his fucking mech?
Have you listened to the finale yet?
Yeah, I did listen to the finale.
Oh my god. So, he got like the leg of his mech chopped off in a mission and refused to fix it for the rest of the campaign.
Which was like 4 or 5 missions.
Yup.
Oh my god.
And the one time he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go repair my mech. He gets ambushed by a robotic clone of himself.
Amazing.
This is so soap opera, and I love it, and it's perfect.
There it is. There's your trash TV show.
It's Takuma's Beam Saber campaign.
I hate and love this trashed son, and I will die for him.
Oh man.
Coming out of an eldritch monster who is slowly to a sofa.
Oh yeah, like it's what if Slender Man was a mech with a lot of tentacles? That's the mech.
Well, of course it's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's not surprising at all.
You know what? I forgot that because Rio's always hijacking people's mechs.
Yup. Yeah.
Okay, anyways, we need to actually focus on this scene because time limits.
Right, yes, because time.
So you've watched this show, and what are you thinking about, Dredge? What are your beliefs about Pitchfork?
My beliefs are, I can't fight by Keiko's side, but I'll keep her standing. It's not my job to fill the silence, and I can trust Keiko as a confidant. You have said, you know, and understandably so, that you're tired of burying your friends. Are we friends? Or
Oh shit.
will
Oh
that
shit.
Will that be easier when the time comes?
You know, I used to think we were just coworkers. Not that I don't care about any of you, it's just I was going to find everyone who had left, whether they were dead or alive, quit, come back and quit.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point we've been through so much together that, yeah, I do consider you.
Same. Yeah. Yeah, I wanna. All these things are still true, even though I'm going to clear them in a second. And you know, I really respect you. You know, you joined this squad for a reason, to bring your friends home in one way or another, and you've stuck to that in every possible way, and that's admirable, and makes the squad better for it. And I'm glad to hear that we're friends, because I agree.
I'm glad it was you, squad. You and Tower. But I wasn't stuck with all people like Demon or Scarecrow.
Yeah. You know, Demon had his ups, but boy, those lows. Maybe it's clearer now. With his absence. I think there's. Maybe this is actually my bond with Riza. I think there's still hope for Riza. She's not a lost cause.
Oof. So something mechanically that I wanted to point out was that you actually add your extra connection clock tick after you do the roll. And this is important because you have 5 stress, which means you could overindulge because you're rolling 3 dice. So, I mean, not saying we're erasing everything that the discussion that just happened, but like, I think that's going to affect how the scene ends, right?
Yeah.
And depending upon if you overindulge, what your choice is of that. Well, let's see.
Yeah, let's find out. Fuck me up.
There's
Fuck
that
me
6! Holy shit!
You had to say it. You had to say it.
Okay. So, because we are short for time, let's run through what the options are. Attract trouble. Roll an additional entanglement. Brag. Take -2 trust with your patron faction. AWOL. Your pilot vanishes for a few weeks. Play a different pilot until this one returns from their quote-unquote vacation. When your pilot returns, they've also healed all their harm. Or impropriety. Reset your connection with the pilot that joined you to 0 as you make an ass of yourself. If your connection is already at 0, take the level 1 harm alone.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that last bit.
Oh.
So you could, I mean, you have 3, so you could lose all your connections. You wouldn't get the level 1 harm, but you do something in this moment to, you know, put your foot in your mouth. Or you could say something at some point and lose trust with your patron faction. Or you could do something that causes another entanglement. Or you could just fuck off for the next mission.
Can I say one thing before this? I've got my new belief about Riza.
Oh.
Riza came in to replace Harrow, but she's only continuing his legacy.
Oh! Ugh.
Oh!
Brutal.
Very good, Ray.
This is bullying. This is bullying, and I'm here for it.
Okay, so
Sorry, I wanted to say
Yep.
that on stream.
it's good. Dredge, what's your overindulgence?
Okay, we did just get we just do talking. We just do have a couple of points from the thing, so I think it's gonna be an entanglement, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 4 dice. Who wants to roll those 4 dice on table B?
I'll do it. Okay.
I know.
Roll something that's not Scrabble.
Oh,
That's a 6.
that's a set.
That's another requisition.
Okay.
We can handle it.
Okay. So what do they want from you now? Let's see. Oh, we forgot about your airfield bonus. So you actually have an additional floating supply point from airfield.
Hey.
Which is what the paladins are requisitioning. They need their supplies brought in going forward to help fight off the Jovangelians.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, let him have it.
we can deal.
Okay.
We barely use it anyway.
You
Yeah.
lose airfield after your one last supply drop.
Do you want to just stick that into party cash? Or
Yeah, part of cash seems wise.
Well, 1 in cash and then 3 in materiel because cash is now full.
Okay.
Okay, so,
okay, those are filled out.
all right, taking us back to the talk screen. Well, a quick question, Dredge. How do you bring the paladins back?
What the fuck?
What did you do?
I like the idea of like going out to the barn and seeing how incredibly fucked up the magpie still is and being like, oh, I should fix that, and then requisitioning for that, and then them being like, hang on, like, you have an airfield? We can use that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, Sasha, if you want to, we can, if you want to repair the magpie with some downtime actions, we can do that off stream because that's not
Yeah.
going to be,
That's totally fine.
yeah, RP intensive. But right now, Tower, did you address the challenge with stealth or evasion?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So take 1 XP for that. Did you
Okay, that's a playbook advance.
Did you express your history tragedy or opening?
Not directly. I mean, no, not really.
Okay. Did you struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or quirks?
I wouldn't say struggled because, but you know, I
What are you thinking?
I mean, you know, nice is different than good was essentially confirmed, but also, you know, nice is challenged. And then, you know, I don't know if struggled is the right word to describe what
It
Tower...
caused some conflict.
It caused some conflict, but I don't know if tasing someone repeatedly and then yelling at them for 10
Tasing an
minutes.
ally seems like something that would imply at least a little bit of conflict.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Take an XP for your beliefs, struggling with your beliefs about Scarecrow, because I can see that coming back to bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
Especially, did Scarecrow took vicious, right?
Yep.
So, yeah. Um,
Oh, also, I'm gonna take Never Tell Me the Odds.
okay, what does that do?
If you're outnumbered or drastically overmatched by a foe, take plus 1d to resistance rolls.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Dredge, did you address a challenge with technical skill or mayhem?
Just a whole lot of technical skill.
Yeah, take that 2 XP for patching up everyone.
Thank
You are
you!
the glue that holds us together.
Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
Looking for...
Jovo.
Yeah.
Yep, take that 1 XP. You went, you did a bunch of Jovangelion related stuff this session. Did you struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or quirks?
I don't think so.
Okay. Scarecrow, did you address a challenge with tracking or violence?
For once in this goddamn campaign, I don't think so.
Yeah. Did you express your
I think that is the first time that she has not.
Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
Yes.
Yep. Take 2 XP. Did you struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or character?
Yeah, I'm basically in conflict with the entire squad right now.
Take your XP. Okay. Pitchfork, did you address a challenge with piloting or violence?
No.
Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it multiple times?
I mean, tragedy definitely, like, history and opening, it's like, we talked about me going to work, we talked about how it was there. I don't...
Yeah, take 2
let's say
XP.
later, yeah.
Take 2 XP. Did you struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or quirks?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. All right. For the squad, did you execute a successful delivery or acquire new clients or contraband sources? No?
Contraband sources?
Oh.
Is that
Oh.
new?
Not new.
Haven't been using it recently though.
Yeah.
I will give this to you for this one time. It's not going to be every time you cook the books.
Yes. We should.
So, did you face off against challenges above your pay grade?
No.
I think you did because of the paladins.
Yeah, what the...
So take
yeah.
take 1 XP for that. It wasn't like a straight up fight, so I'm not going to give you 2 XP in spite of them coming twice. Did you bolster your squad's reputation or develop a new one?
I mean, we did some criminal crimes. And we fed a bunch of hungry teenagers. So, either merciful or duplicitous. And the criminal
if
crimes
Morbid
were
Fox
against our
was
faction.
a reputation, then we would have gotten that as well.
Yeah, I think that's actually 2 XP, 1 for each. You're feeding people at the same time that you're essentially sort of stealing from your patron. Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or take 2 XP?
At the end of the sentence.
Yeah. So y'all have an advance floating, and we will figure that out
Mother
off
goddamn it.
off stream, unless y'all have an idea right now about what you should take.
Nope.
I mean, Renegades is always, fun, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Each PC may add
I'm down for Renegades.
Yeah.
+1 scan, bombard, or maneuver.
Hello, 4 dice.
Yay! Scan, bombard, or maneuver. Yeah, I'll give myself 3 in maneuver.
4 and bombard. I'm excited about this.
I still refuse to learn how to shoot things.
Well, you can take that maneuver then.
Yup.
My neck just got more sneaky.
Shame it wasn't manipulate. I would love to have a 4 in that. Anyway.
I like how everyone has just shit on Riza this session for being the most bloodthirsty, and she just got 2 skill points better at killing things.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
You know, sometimes people come to you with their concerns, and sometimes their reaction is to double down.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you everyone so much for joining us for this downtime drama-filled session.
Ooh.
God, it was so good.
I have been your host, GM, and the creator of Beam Saber, Austin Ramsey. If you'd like to find Beam Saber, you can do so at austin-ramsey.itch.io, where it will be up soon. If you'd like to financially support its development, you can do so at patreon.com/austinramsey. As always, this stream is presented by You Don't Meet in an Inn, an actual play podcast about exploring obscure tabletop role-playing games with a diverse rotating cast, and you can find that wherever you get your podcasts. This evening, I've been joined by Jess.
Hey guys, I'm Jess. You guys can follow me on twitch.tv and at Twitter at DoubleDockMD. I play video games 5 days a week, so Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Sorry, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and weekends. And also, I have a podcast, The Movie More, your premier movie autopsy podcast. We just did an episode on Polar, and yeah, that's at Movie Morecast on Twitter.
Nice. And Ray?
I have been Ray. You can find me on Twitter at RayRayTheGayGay. I don't know. Don't really do much with it, but I might as well plug something.
Thank you very much. And Sasha?
Hi, I've been Sasha Renault. You can find me at Sasha__ Renault. You can check out all my game dev stuff at Tcabbage, and I forgot to promote it at the top when everyone was talking about their mech games, but I have 2 that I've made for said mech jam. One is the emotional machine diagnostics, which is a fun way to trick yourself into doing some self-care. And the other is 20%, which is a game that you play with your phone when it dips below 20% battery.
Nice. And Takuma?
Hey, I've been Takuma, aka Keiko Tuesday Pitchfork. My Twitter is at Takuma_Kata_. My itch page is norroadhome.itch.io. And yeah, I have 2 mech games on there now that it's now that the game jam is ending, and I will be sending out a survey to all of the participants as kind of a postmortem. If anyone listening to this was a part of that, so
Cool.
share your thoughts.
All right. And thank you, watchers and listeners, for joining us. That's it for this evening. We will be back again next week at this channel, twitch.tv/you_don't_meet_in_an_in. At 6 p.m. EST, where we will be going for our next mission, and we are getting close to the finale of this campaign. Next mission might be the finale, depending upon how things go, or it might be the one after that, but it is going to be one of the 2 will be the finale.
I'm so fucking excited.
So,
I don't want it to end.
all right. Before I say goodbye to you all for now, I want to remind you to fight the war. and not the soldiers. See you later.